What's going on, guys? Welcome back, doing another video, and this one I'm showing to make a suburban house. This is the 54th installment of Suburban House, and I don't really have anything else to say about that, so with that being said, enjoy the tutorial. Alrighty, so these basement for this is a 23 by 25, and the materials we're needing are, one moment here. Brick blocks. We're gonna need more than 9, by the way. I can tell you that right off the bat. Birchwood stairs. Sprucewood planks. Sprucewood slabs. Birch fence. Stone bricks. Birchwood planks. Smooth quartz blocks, and we'll go black stained glass paints. You also need dark oak door, smooth quartz slabs, and deep set brick slabs. That's all you need. You could use more, but I'll probably go with deep set brick blocks as well. I think that's everything. Yeah. So, starting from the front right-hand corner of your 23 by 25 grid, cough, if you minute. If you have more space, I would add a garage, probably to this side of the house, the right side here. If you don't have space, don't worry about it, but, I mean, if you have the extra space, it's never gonna hurt. What you want to do is you want to count left by 5, and going left, you want to place a brick block, 3 sprucewood slabs, and a brick block. Bring that brick block back with 2 upside down birchwood stairs. They should be facing left. Every stair going back right now wants to be facing left. Every stair moving left wants to be facing forward. Then left with 4 upside down birchwood stairs. Brick block. Back with 2 upside down birchwood stairs. Left with 4. Place a brick block, and then go back with 4 upside down birchwood stairs. Come to the other side here, this front right brick block, and you want to bring it back with 2 upside down birchwood stairs. These should be facing right. Then move right with 2 upside down birchwood stairs and a brick block. Is that right? I feel like it shouldn't be. Okay, no, it is. And then you want to go back with 3 upside down birchwood stairs and a brick block. You can also come back to the left side here and replace this back birchwood stair with a brick block. Replace it. Do not place another one going back. It should give you this. You want to bring each brick block up with one, up by one with brick. And then place 2 birch fence. On top of every single upside down birchwood stair, you want to place a birch fence as well. Just like that. I'm surprised I haven't had any troubles with numbers so far. Because I built this yesterday. I built this like about 20 hours ago. Granted, I didn't stay up that whole time. At least I'd hope not, you know. Maybe I did. Maybe I just forgot. I don't know. You want to come to the right side and you want to bring this brick block back with a stone brick and bring that stone brick right by 1 and left by 2. You then want to bring this far right stone brick back by 14. And then on top of that stone brick, you can place 9 rows of birchwood planks. Because this part of the building is blank, and I kind of want to get this out of the way, just so we have a structure. Just so we're starting to get a little bit more of the actual walls filled in. just like this. There we go. I think that should be the right height. Is it? It looks to be so. It's either right or a block tall. I can't tell. It is. I think it's a block tall. Is it 8? No, that is correct. Okay. Unless I did 10 on accident. No, okay. So then what you want to do is you want to bring the bottom left stone brick here on the inside. You want to bring it left with a brick block. Bring that brick block left by 1, then place spruce wood plank and 2 brick blocks. Then go back diagonally to the left with a stone brick. Bring it left by 5. Back 1. Back diagonally to the left by 1, and then left by 5. Just like that. Now you have the little front section marked out here, this weird shape, and you can fill it all in with spruce wood planks. And then that is going to be your front porch. It is the weirdest front porch I ever have made, never will made, but I mean, hey, it's okay. Maybe that's what we want, who knows. I actually think we're done with the porch materials now, but yeah, get rid of your birch fence and get out dark oak doors, and you want to place a dark oak door on top of these spruce wood plank. We actually do still need that. Okay, you can get rid of your birchwood stairs and get back out your birch fence. We don't need it now, but we're gonna need it later, I know. You then want to bring each brick block up by, what is the number? I think it's like 6 with brick. Yeah. And then you want to bring your door up with 4 brick blocks. Next door up, moving left to right or right to left on top of that, does not matter. Place a brick block. 3 black stained glass panes and a brick block. Copy that row 2 more times. So your brick should be as tall as your birch, and then you want to place another row of brick on top, so it's 1 block taller. Which is the right amount total, I think. Also, freaking neighbors are cutting the lawn, and it's very, very loud. You probably can't hear it because the window's closed, thankfully. But it's loud and annoying. So what you want to do now is from this brick block, you want to go back diagonally to the left by 1 and place a birch plank and bring it left by 5. Then going left to right or right to left on top of that does not matter. Place a birch plank, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass panes, smooth quartz block, birchwood plank. Copy that row 1 more time. And you want to place, what's the number? I think it's like 3 or something. Yeah, 3 rows of birchwood planks on top of that. Then next row up, going left to right or right to left on top of that does not matter. You want to place a birch plank, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass panes, smooth quartz block, birchwood plank. Copy that row 1 more time, and place a row of birchwood planks on top of that. There you go. If you want to extend the right side, actually it's kind of too late for that, but if you want to extend the right side, add windows, you can, because I know it does look a little strange like that. But I don't really have a problem with it, so I just leave it as is. Then on this little, first off on this row going back, this stone brick going back, you can just place a little row of birch on top, or a column, I guess. And on the next one, this row of 6 stone bricks, you want to place, how many is it? You want to place 6 rows of birchwood planks on top of that little row of stone bricks. Then next row up, going left to right or right to left on top of it, does not matter. Place a birch plank. Smooth quartz block. 2 black stained glass panes. Smooth quartz block. Birchwood plank. Copy that row one more time and place a row of birchwood planks on top of that. Other than the roofs, there's the front of your build done. Now, obviously, if you're making a build in Minecraft, you're going to want more than just the front. So, what is the next step? What you want to do is come to the left side and bring the stone brick back by 14. Then you want to place a row of birch on top of that row of stone bricks, and moving front to back, what you want to do is you want to place 9 birch planks. Smooth quartz block. 2 black stained glass panes. Smooth quartz block, birchwood plank. Copy that row one more time. And then place 3 rows of birch on top of that. And then next row, moving front to back, place 9 birch planks. Smooth quartz block. 2 black stained glass panes. Smooth quartz block, birchwood plank. I'd like to place it correctly, thank you. Copy that row one more time. And then you want to place a row of birch on top of that. There are 3 of your 4 sides done. Now for the back, I say we start off with the left side, just to keep moving in a clockwise manner, I guess, for the most part. What you want to do now is you want to bring this bottom stone brick here right by 5, and then forward 1. On top of that little thingy, you want to place 9 birchwood planks on top of each individual stone brick. 9 rows. It is rows. If it's 9 high, it's rows. If it's 9 across, it's columns. I think. Yeah. And then, typically I'll do rows, I guess, because that just seems easier. Rows are easier if you're doing it, if you're building a build up. If you're trying to build a build, like, if you have the overall height started, like, let's say you started with the frame, maybe columns would be easier for filling in the middle. But most people say rows either way. But I like to do things a little differently, so. Technically rows, or technically saying rows and columns is more correct than just saying rows, but it's dumb. It is dumb anyways. So what you want to do is you want to bring the stone brick here back forward diagonally to the right by 1, or if you're at the back of the build, back diagonal left by 1. For this part, I am going to base this off where I am standing right now, which is the back of the build. You want to kind of get the stone brick all the way to the other wall. And then, not the last one that you place, but the second one last that you place, you want to break and replace it with a spruce wood plank, and then moving back so towards you want to place a spruce wood slab. Bring that slab left and right with a brick block, and bring each brick block up with a birch fence. On top of the spruce wood plank, place a dark oak door, and you want to place birch wood planks to the either side of it, actually. And on top of the rest of your stone bricks, just place a little row of birch. And then moving left to right, so from the door towards the other wall, you want to place a smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass panes, smooth quartz block, and then the rest of your row wants to be birchwood planks, which is, I think, 7. No, it is 7. Copy that row one more time, except you want to place birch on top of the left 3 blocks, which would otherwise not have anything on top of them. And then you want to place 3 rows of birchwood planks on top of that. So going left to right again, you want to place a smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass panes, smooth quartz block, 2 birch planks, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass panes, smooth quartz block, 4 birch planks. Copy that row one more time, if I could place the darn thing correctly. And then you want to place a row of birch on top of... If I could place that correctly, too, on top of that. There we go. Alright. There's the main foundation, or nah, that's more than the foundation. That's the main structure of your build complete. Now for the fun part, aka the roof. Clear your inventory. You're going to want to do is just clear your inventory completely if that is what you so desire. And you want to get out smooth quartz slabs. Smooth quartz blocks return a requirement, but they make it a lot easier. Deep slate brick slabs. Deep slate brick blocks. Same thing, don't need them, but they make it a lot easier. Birchwood planks, and we'll go brick blocks. I think that's everything you need. Yeah. So we're gonna start with the porch, and the porch itself is quite weird. So, basically what you want to do is you want to place smooth quartz slabs going on top of every single birch fence and connecting them together. If you've seen how the roof looks, this probably doesn't make sense to you, but don't worry about it. Except for the front two. The front two don't want to connect. Let the front two be separate, and then you do want to have 2 separate sides like this. You're gonna notice that seems weird. Again, if you know how the roof is, but it'll make sense later. Don't worry. At the front here, you can bring either smooth quartz slab in order the smooth quartz block, and then upside down smooth quartz slab in the middle of the slab on top. So at the right and the left side here along the back, you want to take the second and the third smooth quartz slabs, and you want to make them into blocks. And then that third one wants to be brought up with a slab. Each slab wants to be brought back with a block, upside down slab, and then a slab on top of that. Just like that. And then you can do the same with these 3 smooth quartz slabs here. Back 2 want to each be a block. And on top of that back one, place a slab. Bring that slab back with a block. Then bring that block back with an upside down slab. And then bring that upside down slab up with a slab. Everything here wants to be connected together. So, I want to point this out. If you're going to use deep set brick blocks for the first row, so here, you normally make this deep set brick blocks. Make it upside down deep set brick slabs. There's not an exception for this, and you want to do it this way because it's going to affect the underside of the roof. We'll get into that later, but first row wants to be upside down slabs, and everything after that doesn't matter. Everything after that can just be normal slabs. And then you do want to make sure you do connect to the front roof as well. It's basically just like bringing slabs forward there and everything. But yeah, everything else does not matter. It's only that first row that you have to be careful with. And then just make sure you have all your gaps filled in like that. That's really all you need to do. Just like that. And then come to your underside, and now you have the upside down deep side brick slabs. You want to basically fill in the entire underside of your roof in with upside down deep set brick slabs at that level. So you just want to have a flat roof. I did it this way because I wanted a little bit of like this effect, this little like half a block effect, and I couldn't really do anything else because of the way that I made the roof. That is the flaw with this roof. It looks a lot better, but it doesn't really have the aesthetics for things like that as well. You can't really like do that kind of thing as good. And I would come to the outside and check the left and the right to see if you have a little gap here, which you should, and you just want to place a deep set brick block in it. Assuming it's there, which it should be. For you. Unless you happen to fill it in on accident, which would be nice. So, how does the next roof work? Okay, this one's really weird, and I think we're just gonna say, oh well. So, you want to place along the front and the back, you want to place ups, or a little thing of ups and down smooth quartz slabs going in front of all of the birch sections. Only the birch, and wants to overhang the left and the right by 1. Now, when you have this section where it kind of pops forward at the point, you want to make sure you do fill that entire part in with slabs. It matters in a weird way, and we'll get into that later. And the same thing at the back, ups and down smooth quartz slabs. And that's basically just going to be the reverse. The section's sticking out instead of in now, and it's, I think, the same process with how it goes, right? Because, hang on, it'd be... Yeah, it is the same. But yeah, just like that. And then we're going to leave the brick alone for now, because we're going to do some marking out first. So you want to bring each corner of ups and down smooth quartz slab, you want to bring it inward and ups and down smooth quartz slab. Up with a smooth quartz slab. Inward with a smooth quartz block. Inward with an ups and down smooth quartz slab. Up with a smooth quartz slab. Inward with a smooth quartz block. Inward with an ups and down smooth quartz slab. Up with a smooth quartz slab. Inward with a smooth quartz block. Inward with an ups and down smooth quartz slab. Up with a smooth quartz slab, and then inward with a smooth quartz block. They should both peak at the same Y level. So this one's 23, which should be the same for this one. I don't know, it'll be different for your world. Mostly it should be lower than that. Let me see. It should, I think, typically be 18 for you. If you're on a super flat world. But again, it'll always be different. They're not going to be inlined, though. You have to realize that. See, this is 9... This coordinate 978, 23, negative 831. This one's 956, 23, negative 833. So they're 2 blocks off from each other. Which is what you want. And then this next part is going to be really weird. And it's kind of hard to diagram it right. So basically, let me try and explain this as best I can before we start. The way this part of the roof works is these 2 roofs intersect. So, since they aren't inlined, though, you're gonna have it where you have the 2 in line, you have the 2, like, intersecting, but they're marked out over each other, which probably doesn't make sense. So, what you're gonna want to do is that, so come to the front first, and come to this left side where this kind of has this little sticky outy part that goes in. At this slab, this second upside down slab moving back, place a slab on top, bring it back with a smooth quartz block, then an upside down smooth quartz slab, up with a smooth quartz slab, inward with a smooth quartz block, inward with an upside down smooth quartz slab, up with a smooth quartz slab, and then you want to keep that going until you're in line with that peak, which I am. And then once you're in line with the peak, you can pretty much eyeball it. You just want to bring it down on the back side. Like this. Now, if you're confused, I actually forget exactly where this lining is. It's basically going to want to, if you have your corner here, it's going to want to be a slab on top of the corner. If you don't, it's going to be an upside down smooth quartz slab in this corner and then a slab on top. And that'll be the line for your roof. So imagine, this is your row here, this is this roof. There would be an upside down slab here, which would be the edge of the roof. This would be the overhang of the roof. And that's where it builds up. And for the other roof, it's going to be a block to the right. So from the back side, I again pick the second slab and do the same thing. I don't actually remember where this one's marking is. I think it's very similar. I think it's in this corner, right here. Let me actually see. So it'll be an upside down smooth quartz slab in the corner and a slab on top. That is correct, I believe. And you're going to notice here, they're going to peak like this. So you can see here, you have these 2 slabs inlined. Everything else is not. Just like that. And then put a lot of focus on this roof. So for the brick roof, this one's a little bit weird. What you want to do is you want to place an upside down smooth quartz slab at either front corner of the brick and bring it forward by one, or either top right corner of the brick and bring it forward one. They should be on the sides of it, and then bring each slab inward and upside down smooth quartz slab. Up with the smooth quartz slab, inward of the smooth quartz block, inward of an upside down smooth quartz slab, and then up with a smooth quartz slab. And then bring either slab. Sorry. Bring either back slab back by an additional upside down slab and then down with a slab. So it should be you can just bring it back with a full block. Actually, that'd probably be easier. And then that first row of deep slate bricks are just gonna connect into this blocks, and it'll be deep slate bricks as the next row, and they'll just go behind the smooth quartz. If you want to make it smooth quartz, you can. I actually don't know if it matters. I'm gonna do smooth quartz. I think I did deep slate before. I did. But I think smooth quartz might actually be better. And then the next row up is going to be deep set brick slabs. It's just going to go over this peak. And then you're going to notice that it's going to change. So this one, this right roof connects to the left peak here, this one. The ones that line up. And then the right one's going to kind of get in your way. But just kind of basically go under it. And then the next row is just going to be deep set brick slabs connecting forward. And deep set brick blocks going around that. And then deep set brick slabs going around that. No, never mind, that is right. It is confusing. It is confusing having both peaks laid out at the same point. Or at the same time while you're trying to do this. But I think it does make it easier in the long run rather than having to half measure it. So then you can see here. Now that we're at the peak. Smooth sailing now. Now that we're at the peak. It's gonna run into this one, so just basically just place deep slate brick slabs, and I'm gonna leave those smooth quartz slabs for now. And then just build it down from this side, so you can see here, it's basically just gonna go into that roof. You don't really have to go under it necessarily, because it's just gonna connect into the peak. Basically, it's gonna connect into it, but half a block, or a block below it, a full block below it. So then we'll give you this effect. And then for the other roof, you want to do the same thing. So just connect your two peaks together. I would actually start at the back on this side because it's easier. So starting at the back, just, you know, kind of fill this in as normal. And then what's going to happen is you're going to hit your peak, and then you're going to do one more moving down, and then it's going to, everything else from there is going to be a block under it. So basically no gaps are exposed for this part. However, if you were any lower at all, if you were half a block lower, you would have a gap. So, like, if you can see, if I break this, half a block is showing. If I break this one, it is a full block, but it's a half a block. Yeah, you basically just have a little gap under it. And then, find where your two peaks align. So, you have your two smooth quartz slabs next to each other, and this looks dumb. So, replace each smooth quartz slab with a deep slate brick slab. Where they're aligned, just because it's supposed to be like the roofs kind of overlap each other there, so the lining isn't gonna be noticed, if that makes sense. This is a very badly designed roof, I will say, but I think from the front it looks fine. It looks fine from the front. And then what you can do now is just find all your gaps in your roof and fill it in with this little brick block at the front, and then the birch at the left and the right, because no one wants to see into your attic. My roofs are getting improved overall. Like, you're gonna notice that. I should do a timeline on this, actually. That'd be really fun for a video. Like, the evolution of the houses, specifically Suburban. But, like, if you go back to some of my first ones, you'll see how much they've changed. It used to be, I think the porch used to be sandstone. I might have started with spruce. No, I started with spruce as the floor, and I think I had sandstone as the rim trimming of it. I don't remember. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I should do evolution videos, though. That'd be really fun. Especially for tutorials, like each suburban house, and just have like a video and just kind of show how they've slowly changed. And then you have some of the odd cookies, like that one right there. But yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your suburban house. I don't even know anymore. It's like, it's 50 something, 52nd installment complete. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic dinner, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.